Today, we'll have a closer look at 5 of the best places to visit in Indonesia. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's head into it. Number 5. Lombok. It was American surfers who first awoke to the Lombok's great appeal, providing the germ of today's tourist industry. And its island's southern coast they were drawn to, from Desert Point into the west to Ekas in the east. This variegated succession of bays, reefs, and rocky intels provides the greatest number and quality of breaks in Lombok. Lombok's waterfalls are like no other, such as the twin rainbow waterfall Tiu Teja, Tiu Kelep, the impulsively soft waterfall Benang Kelambu, and more, each with their own unique characteristics. Only in Lombok you can find a truly astonishing beach with pink sand, known as Pantai Tangasi in Indonesian. This Barbie doll location is found in the East Lombok region of Jarawaru and will wow you to tears with its natural beauty. The pink hue is supposedly a result of coral and a nod to the underwater world that sits around the island. Number 4. Yogyakarta. Yogyakarta, together with its twin city Surakarta, is the cradle of civilization on Java. This city was the seat of power that produced the magnificent temples of Borobudur and Prambanan in the 8th and 9th centuries, and the new powerful Mataram kingdom of the 16th and 17th century. This city is one of the foremost cultural centers of Indonesia. To scrolling from the Living Museum of the Kraton or the Sultan's Palace to hanging out at the famous Alun-Alun to watching silversmiths produce amazing jewelry, these are only some of the many more ways to never get bored in this relatively small yet bustling city. Put it all together and you have Indonesia's coolest, most livable and lovable city, with street art, galleries, coffee shops, and abundant cultural attractions. Number 3. Flores Islands. The island is a cacophony of smells, swinging between coffee roasting in the hills, clove cigarettes, exhaust fumes, and the unmistakable scent of the ocean. In the west, Labuan Bajo is a booming tourist town combining tropical beauty with nearby attractions such as Komodo National Park, superb dive spots, and white sand islands. The east is attracting an even greater number of travelers, chasing smoldering volcanoes, emerald-laced terraces, prehistoric riddles, exotic cultures, hot springs, and hidden beaches. Away from the port towns, most people are normally Catholic. Many more are part of the cultures dating back centuries, living in traditional villages seemingly unchanged in millennia. Number 2. Raja Ampat Islands. The sparsely populated Raja Ampat Islands comprise more than 1,500 islands just off Sorong, with their sublime scenery of steep, jungle-covered islands, fine white sand beaches, hidden lagoons, spooky caves, weird mushroom-shaped islets, and pellucid turquoise waters. Raja Ampat is without question one of the most beautiful island chains in the world. Unadulterated beauty isn't the only thing drawing people here, though. Raja Ampat also has abundant wildlife, with a couple of species of birds of paradise dancing in the trees, and a diversity of marine life and a coral reef systems that are a diver's dream come true. So great is the quantity and variety of marine life here that scientists have described Raja Ampat as a biological hotspot and believe that the reef systems here restock reefs throughout the South Pacific and Indian Oceans. Number 1. Bali. Bali is known as the Island of Gods for a reason. It's one of the 17,500 islands in the Indonesian archipelago. Even amongst its colorful neighbors and even after decades of tourism development, it stands alone in its incomparable beauty. It is part of the Coral Triangle, which has the highest diversity of marine species on Earth, making the coral reefs that surround the islands a spectacular sight. Despite the island's small size, its popularity holds most of the Indonesians' Hindu minority. Bali is known for surfing, ancient temples, and palaces, but also has active volcanoes and wild jungles. It has white sand beaches in the south and striking black sand in the north and west. Bali has been a popular tourist destination for travelers from all over the world, but especially Australians and Americans for the past few decades. As a result, the island is well accustomed to meeting the needs of international tourists. The Balinese are spiritual people, predominantly Hindus, and their houses are furnished with a small temple at which they pray every day. Temple tours are particularly popular among tourists, not only for the religious value, but also for the cultural insights and aesthetic pleasure. From majestic sea temples overlooking the ocean to a soul-soothing grand temple complex up on the mountain, Bali's temples shouldn't be missed. Ubud is the heart of Bali, a place where the culture of the island is most accessible, and it shares the island's most beautiful rice fields and ancient monuments with East and West Bali. North and West Bali are thinly populated but have the kind of diving and surfing that makes any journey worthwhile. The unending list of stunning beaches is probably the most obvious reason to visit this tropical paradise in the Indonesian archipelago. archipelago. Each beach has its own charm, from soft white sand and limestone cliffs to extreme water sports and diving. Beyond stunning beaches and magical temples, Bali has virtually every kind of natural beauty. Glorious mountains areas with lush greenery, scenic lakes, gorgeous waterfalls, iconic rice fields, flower gardens, gushing secret rivers, and secret canyons all make up the island's landscape. If you're visiting Indonesia anytime soon, then make sure to give these beautiful places in Indonesia to your bucket list and enjoy the nature's beauty which is abundant in these locations. Make sure you add these places to your itinerary while planning an exciting trip to the Indonesian world, one of the world's most beautiful places to visit and the most visited holiday destination. If you enjoy getting the beauty of Indonesia, share this video with your friends and hit the like button and subscribe button. Stay tuned to learn more about the fascinating places you can visit around the world. I'll see you in the next video.